Hi, welcome to Sportsy. Let's talk sports. We've been talking to a lot of individual athletes and we've been talking to a lot of administrators or even the coaches. Today, we are going to talk to few players from an amazing team along with their coach, their CEO. So today, we have with us Glen Phillips, a New Zealand cricketer, a Jermaine Blackwood, a West Indian cricketer, along with the coach, Floyd Reifer. We are talking about team from Jamaica, Jamaica Tallawahs. Today's episode is on behalf of Fitket, a fitness gamification app which is used for making fitness into a lifestyle. It's an app which actually helps you convert your passion for fitness and a passion for cricket together and actually gets you going. It's an app where it counts your workout, converts that workout gets converted into cricket runs, and those runs get converted into karma coins, and those karma coins are actually used towards a very good cause which actually goes in charity. Fitket is an official fitness partner with Jamaica Tallawahs, a Caribbean Premier League team. Jamaica Tallawahs is one of the most successful teams in the CPL's history, and today we have with us the CEO, two players, and a coach talking about fitness, mental fitness, the Caribbean style. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and thank you for sharing. Please do subscribe on our channel, Sportsy Says, and also follow our handle, Sportsy Says, across all the platforms. Please help us spread the word about sports. Let's talk sports with Sportsy Says. Please do subscribe to Sportsy Says.
Glenn and Floyd. I'm Arvind Sampath, and I'm the co-founder of Fanisko. We are the official fan engagement partner for Jamaica Tallawahs. Happy to be in this call, and thanks for supporting the apps, the platforms. A lot of the players have basically tried out a few different things on the platform. Mm-hmm. So we look forward to the continuous support from the players and staff. Right. Thanks again for bringing me on this call, Vinny and Jeff.
Thank you, Arvind, to actually giving Fitket opportunity to start with as a digital partner to actually getting into kit partner. I think it's a great place to be with Jamaica Tallawahs. I think it's an amazing history and a very exciting journey that we had. We enjoyed everything other than the washout. I think we enjoyed everything that happened. And result would have been different, but yeah, that's a sport, and that's what keeps us exciting.
Absolutely.
And Fitket. Just to give the background about Fitket. Fitket is a new startup. It's actually the way Fanisko is into the whole fan engagement part of teams and leagues. Fitket is actually goes with the name, the fitness and cricket together. It's a gamification of fitness. So it actually talks in the language of, if you do typically our Fitbits or Apple Watch, they give a counter of 10,000 steps in a day. So if you do on Fitket, if you do 10,000 steps, it gets converted into 100 runs. And 100 runs, for 100 runs, you get 10 karma coins. And those karma coins actually can be utilized towards giving back to charity.
Oh, okay.
So it's a whole gamification aspect of how you actually can convert the fitness side for the cricket fanatics that we have, and actually make them push more. They can actually start creating the groups of fans together. So if you look at the bigger way, we can have all the 6 teams can have their own groups, and the fans of those groups can start doing the fitness and contribute to the society, contribute back to the giving back to the charity, and all those things happen. So that's the whole funda of how Fitket was introduced. We started with cricket, and we'll be going into different sports as well, because we know if you look at football, a typical footballer runs approximately 9 kilometers during a football game, and average goals in soccer. I mean, say football, I mean soccer. So it's actually an average goals are 2 goals. So if you do 9 kilometers, you get 2 goals. 2 goals equal to your karma points, and that goes to charity. So we are getting all other sports angles, also getting basketball coming into picture, all those things. But our love is cricket, and we started with cricket, and we looking forward to go a long way with cricket.
Well,
And
thank you.
for that, we really appreciate the opportunity that we got with Jamaica. So before coming to the main man coach, I want to go talk to a player in the team and a amazing player that we have with us, Glen. Glen, I so it's really nice to meet you. Good to see you here. And Glen, I have a question. So yeah, the times have changed where fitness has it is not about being fit for a particular game. You are actually being fit for every sport, and then you go into a different level. That's called now functional training, getting functionally fit for a sport. So what is your idea about importance of fitness in your regime with physical fitness and mental fitness?
Well, for me personally, I was lucky enough to be gifted with a decent set of genetics from my parents. So, in terms of being naturally fit, that was a blessing that I was given. Where, my family's always been very active and very involved with multiple sorts of sports. So, when I grew up, I played, cricket, hockey. I did athletics, squash, football. So, I had to be fit physically for all those different activities. And then obviously when cricket took over and it becomes a job, you're required to have a certain fitness level as a professional nowadays. So, and personally for me, it's also the satisfaction side of feeling good, being in good shape. And if I'm happy with how my body is functioning, I know that I can trust it on the cricket field. Or whatever sports I play, because for me mentally, in terms of mental fitness, I do a lot of things outside of cricket to make sure that when I'm at cricket, I can just focus on cricket. So I do body surfing and surfing, and I play tennis and golf and all sorts of other things, which for me keep me mentally fit, as opposed to just physically fit.
Mm-hmm. And how much of your training and also the game is the aspect of mental and aspect of physical when you're getting ready for the game?
To be honest with you, it's basically all mental. You see guys out there that aren't the fittest in the world, but they still produce. The beauty of cricket is the fact that it's a skill-based sport.
Yes.
But obviously, the fitter you are, the longer you can do your skill better for. So, you get some guys that just aren't as fit as others, but their skill level is still high enough to be at the professional level. But I personally believe for myself, if I can be fitter, then I can allow myself, or at least I know for me personally, that I can perform my skill for longer. Which is often the case when you get to this level. It's not whether you can or can't, it's more how long you can do it for. And fitness plays a big part in that. But when it comes to game day, the mental side of things is always the harder game to play, just because it's such a skill-based sport. If your mind is clouded mentally, then you can do as much physical fitness as you would like, but you're still not going to be able to perform. So we always, I grew up with a lot of coaching high performance groups that talked about the top 2 inches, which was basically just about the mental game and how can you be more ready mentally, even if your skills still need work. We've only got a certain level of skills by the time we come to the game. So if you can tap into your mental aspect of things and trust the skills you have, then you'll be much better off.
Wow. I think it sums up pretty well about a life of an athlete. It's how much mental it is and how much is physical. I think, as you said, most of the games are won and lost even before the game starts. It's all here. Yeah. So amazing. So hello, Jeremy. How do you think the cricket is changing, and how do you think the sports is changing from the fitness perspective? And a message to the newer generation who is probably taking fitness for granted. But from longitudinal perspective, the fitness is very important. So your message to the new generation who is looking at sports?
Well, good afternoon. To be honest, fitness play a big part in how we play cricket now. Now in the 2000. If you look at the India team and the Australia team, and even you can look at how the West Indies is trying to push fitness going forward with the players, and you can see in terms of, you know, how the guys is performing and how the guys is training. It's very important to be fit, and you know, the West Indies is big on that right now, pushing you know, everybody to get fit, and you can see the players as well. They are pushing themselves to get fit, because at the end of the day, if you're playing test match cricket, and you know, you have to be on the park for like 2 days and then you have to go and bat, that is going to take a lot out of you. So if you're not fit and also mentally fit, you know, you're not going to perform to your best of your ability. So I think fitness nowadays play a big part, you know, in terms of if you want to perform at the highest level.
Excellent. Thank you for that word. I think it's going to be very impactful for the younger generation when they listen to you and this kind of thing, that okay, even if you are professional, you don't take fitness for granted, and if you can't take it, I think the younger generation who is looking at it as an aspirational value can never think of taking it for granted. So so coach, I have a question for you. The country cricket is different, but the league level working, a franchisee cricket is different, where you're working with people from multiple varied background, a lot of people coming from various background. So in those typical situations, how do you manage as Glenn said, he is blessed to be with good genetics, and we see other players coming from different backgrounds. So how do you manage them together and take the thing ahead? Because it's your skill set as the team lead. So how do you take that thing ahead?
Good afternoon to everyone. Yes, when you have players from different backgrounds, obviously it's a challenge to get guys first, you know, gel together as a team. That's important as well, and getting guys, you know, work towards the same cause. You know, the guys got to understand, you know, why they're here in the franchise, or why they're in a certain team. And once we get guys working towards the same goals, then it becomes easier. In terms of the fitness levels, some guys will come to the franchise or come to the various teams fitter than others. You know, and normally you would try to encourage the ones that are not as fit, or pair them up with the ones that are very fit, and you know, try to get them to do a bit more work. But it's only so much you can do during the tournament or during cricket. You know, as you know, the fitness levels of players has to be done before you come to the tournaments like these. So yes, you will still have the conversations with players and make sure that, you know, their mindset is in a good space. That's very important. We talk about the mental fitness as well, as long as the physical fitness. But the important thing for me is players, you know, to become elite athletes. You know, we talk about, oh, you're just fit for cricket, but I believe in the elite athlete. The elite athlete, you know, it taps into your physical fitness, it taps into your mental fitness, it taps into your nutrition. You know, we're talking about high performance in terms of players being able to eat properly and understand the science and how the food break down in your body and give you enough energy to perform at a high optimum for long periods of time. So these are things that, you know, we got to keep instilling into the players. And obviously, like what Jermaine said, you know, this is not fully instilled into the Caribbean cricketers in terms of how high performance really works. Obviously, some players that come into franchise cricket, they are exposed to the high performance environment more so than our Caribbean cricketers. But it's still a learning process for us in terms of how players react towards high performance training. All right. But yes, it's having guys from all around it is, you know, is a good opportunity to learn from them as well, because they've been playing cricket in different different countries, different franchises. So the knowledge that they have, they bring to the franchise, and as a coach, you try to learn from everybody. Learn the style, try to get to know each other, try to get to know one another, and build that togetherness and keep building those relationships with players.
I have one question which is probably common to both the players and the coach. We know a famous quote by Mike Tyson when he said, "Everybody has a plan till they get punch in the face and you fall down." So, so that is one of the most famous quotes that comes from Mike Tyson. But what does that means when you are down? So for a coach, when your team is down, what is that you do to lift them up, literally?
Me as a coach, I try my best to motivate guys. Your mindset is so important in sport, especially when you play a sport at the highest level. Everybody got skills. Everybody have potential. But when you get to this level of sport, in any sport, the mind is important. The mind controls the body. You are what you think. So I try to, you try to motivate them. You try to encourage the other team members to motivate the players that are down. We have one-on-one discussions. Then we have that honest, open team discussion where, people just say what they think. And at the end of that discussion, then we want to go forward and continue to encourage one another to perform. But first it has to be honest discussion. We got to admit, well, we're not playing well. This is the reason why we're not playing well. And these are the solutions. I always try to find solutions, for any situation. I believe there's a solution for anything that happens in life. So I think that's the way we go about it.
Excellent. So thank you, coach. And from if you want to hear from players, so Jeremy, what lifts you when you actually when your shoulders are down? What that lifts you up?
Well, it all come down to how you believe in yourself. I'm a firm believer of believing in myself and believing in what I can do and what I can also do for the team. So whenever I'm down and I'm not scoring runs or anything like that, I just always reflect on some games that I did well, because those stuff can also give you confidence, to go out there the next day and perform. So as a professional player, you have to believe in yourself, and believe in your teammates, and also believe in what the coach is saying whenever you're not making runs, because it's always come down to the small things that that you do in cricket. So once you can get those small things right, and just remember what you do when you make your score runs, I think those small processes is always going to add up for a player to go there and perform good. So that is what I always do.
Glen, the same question to you. You play across the globe with different team, different sports. So what brings you up when the chips are down?
For me personally, it's a lot about compartmentalizing, keeping cricket at cricket and keeping everything else outside of it. Because ultimately, yes, we're at it, but there's a game at the end of the day. There's other parts of life outside of cricket. So for me, if I can have things that I do that I enjoy outside of cricket, then it doesn't become the be-all, end-all. So when the chips are, I have ways to mentally pick myself to enjoy when I come back to cricket. So I guess you could say it's almost about keeping my mind off cricket as much as possible when I'm not actually there.
Wow. And I have one question for the CEO, Jeff, because he is the one who is running the corporate ship, and it's the association that we have with Jamaica. So Jeff, in the current situation, we know a lot of people are undergoing a lot of stress, which is the mental stress at the corporate level and corporate jobs. So, and you running such an amazing ship. So what is your message to the people who are stressed in their corporate life? And how can they look at sports to uplift their lifestyle as well as the mood, both?
Well, I guess one of the reasons why the CPL was held this year um, within this pandemic was to give um, cricket lovers around the world and sports lovers around the world the opportunity to see a live game. Floyd and Jermaine was in England a couple of weeks ago, and they were the first to participate in the event since the pandemic. And for what those guys went through to give the world the opportunity to see live sports. Look, it is not easy being in a bubble, not confined. And these guys have given up so much so that, other folks out there can tune in and see a game of cricket. Um, the CPL decided that the games will be held, and they have went beyond to bring players from all around the world here to Trinidad so that folks can tune in to see a cricket game to release that stress, because we know that during the pandemic, folks was confined to their homes, and you just can't turn on your TV and watch a live game. We have provided a platform for that. And if you look at the numbers of the viewership from the CPL this year, it is breaking all kind of records for the viewership. And that is because of providing that stress relief level that folks can tune in and see the game. So yes, sports is it's playing a vital role during this pandemic to give spectators the opportunity to just tune in and relax, have a cup of tea, coffee, or a drink, and watch these amazing professional athletes do their thing on the field.
Yes, and one again last question to Jeff. Jeff, you're working with people, the players from across the world, and a couple of them are from the Asian region. One from Afghanistan and one is from Nepal. So how is it to work with people with diverse background and get them together towards the one single goal?
Well, look, we had a management meeting this morning, and I was commending my staff on such a great job that they have done. And that's one of the things that we talked about, that in such a short period of time, we brought in players from around the world. And within a couple of days, we all was gelling together. Floyd, the head coach, did a fantastic job.
Yes.
And we did it under a situation where we couldn't even see each other. Our first couple of meetings were on Zoom. We were in the hotel, but we had to meet each other by Zoom. And those meetings, but with Zoom, that when we actually met each other in person, was like we knew each other for a whole couple of weeks and years. So I think the staff did an outstanding job in preparing the players mentally, so that when that time came that we actually met each other, it was like, good old buddies that was just popping up from a long period of time. So I guess it is how you relate to the players. Again, you make them feel at ease at home. And I always stress, and I did that from my first meeting, that the Tallawahs is like a family. You're coming into a family environment. If one hurts, all of us hurts. If one succeeds, all of us succeed. And I think that's the mentality that we projected. That was our motto, and it works. And we will continue to strive in those directions.
This is an amazing lesson for the corporates to understand how to work in the situation and how to learn from the players who are coming from difficult living in bubble, that we know things which are not very easy for mentally to be in the bubble. So, but coming out of it, I think it is something that needs to be done. You have to be strong, and as Jeremy, Glen, and coach said, it's all about the mental fitness and the physical fitness that takes you away, that gets you out of the whole lull, and this too shall pass for everybody. And I think the fitness, strength and conditioning, mental conditioning is the way forward for us to have a better world. So amazing. Thank you for all your inputs. Fitket is looking forward for amazing association year on year. with Jamaica and grow the association. We are also entering the Caribbean market with our application for corporates. So Fitket will be there in those regions as well. So thank you for all the support and looking forward to it. And everybody take care, stay safe, and keep playing and keep entertaining the crowd.
Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and thank you for sharing. Please do subscribe on our channel, Sportsy Says, and also follow our handle, Sportsy Says, across all the platforms. Please help us spread the word about sports. Let's talk sports with Sportsy Says. Please do subscribe to Sportsy Says.